here in Sepang International Circuit. I'm here to test out something that I never expected to test, but I'm here now.
The story goes like this. We weren't really on the radar for the KTM CBU team for this 1290 Super Duke R launch event. But through the work of the Malaysian Riders team, here we are making film to wrap up the year 2013. And next thing you know, we have 2 KTM films at the end of this year. And I think it's just awesome. The launch was attended by all kind of people, which was nice. There's a local film producer, our nation's pride of championship riders, and look, there's even a famous local comedian. But the main focus is for me to have a go with the bike and get some quality test time with it. And I hope that is what we'll give to all of you awesome viewers, the quality information on the 1290 Super Duke R from our perspective.
Well, this is all exciting for me, and to find out what I'll be talking about this bike, stay tuned until the end of this run. Welcome to Malaysian Riders.
Now, let's go through a little bit of its specification. The Super Duke, although named with 1290 at the front, it is powered by a 1300cc V-twin engine at its heart. And with that capacity, you should expect it to produce a whole lot of power. And yes, 180 horsepower with gazillion amount of torque is available for you. The bike came standard with a 2 Brembo 4-piston brake up front and 2-piston single brake at the back. And what does that tell you? On paper, it shows Super Machine's level of braking power. Plus it has an ABS on it and has a supermoto mode, which I don't really know how to explain for now. The bike weighs less than 190 kg dry, and with all the fluids in it, it probably scaled around 200 kg, and that is pretty light. The Super Duke then have a standard Dunlop tire being used, and I'm guessing it doesn't really matter, since most of you out there would probably change it if you have the budget. So what else? Oh yes, just in case, it has 3 different ride modes and one for every occasion probably. But on this episode, I'm going on the sports mode. Alright then, let's just focus on how the bikes perform around the track, shall we? Now the first thing I noticed when I got the bike in between me was how the bike feels light to me. And I'm not the strongest man in the world, and that shows on how well balanced the bike is. And it's important. As soon as I rode it, I kept on thinking if the power was too much for me. But I was wrong, it's not too much. The bike's power seems gentle and tamed for the mere mortal like us, or me in this matter. So to really put it into perspective, I had a pretty easy learning curve to get used with the Super Duke's grunt, which seems like unlimited in any gear and at any range. What I heard is KTM invested a lot of time and money developing the electronics on this one, and it really paid off with the easiness of usage for a first timer. But I'm not saying that this is a bike for a beginner. No, not at all. You can still get hurt really bad if you don't know what you're doing. My first day testing the bike was bright and shiny, but here is my second day. Once again, Mother Nature decided to have some fun with us, and this forces us to rethink of our testing plan. And so we wait. While I'm waiting for the rain to recede, I got the chance to reflect on my first day session and think of what else can I really test on this bike. Initially, I just wanted to go faster than yesterday, but then I got back to my senses. It's not about being fast. I put myself into the shoe of someone who might want to buy this bike, and I say to myself, why would I want to buy this 1290 Super Duke R? Was it an exciting bike to ride? Yes, it was. Was it friendly to be handled? Yes, it was. Does it have the looks? I would say that I think its aggressive looks won my heart the first time I saw it. But is that enough to justify for me to get me to put 128,000 ringgit to own one? That I would think and think again until I would say I'm comfortable to buy one. Probably that is the one negative side of the bike that I can say. The price. It's just not meant for everyone. It's priced as a luxury product which is not really the characteristic of the bike at all. The Super Duke R wants to be ridden. It wants to be pushed hard. It wants to spend most of its time on the track and on the road, not just sitting still at home to be gawked at. The Super Duke R is a beast that wants to be tamed by being ridden. Cause if it's not, so the millions of euros that KTM spend, if not more, would just be a waste of money. They spent so much to perfect the engine and power delivery. They worked so hard on the electronics to assist the riders and work well to find a great balance so that the bike handles neatly at the track, hence translating it to become a great road-going motorcycle. Oh, since the rain had calmed a little bit, I gotta go for 2 laps on the bike, and I must say the rain mode is convincing enough for me to go on the wet and slippery Sepang circuit. So that's about it, I guess. I know someone out there can afford to buy one of these. I would say you have a great bike to enjoy. And for those who can't afford one, well, not much I can say to you. Just enjoy the looks and the sound of it. Maybe one day you will get the chance to ride it, and when that time comes, you'll know what I'm talking about. Well then, that's all for now. Stay tuned for more in 2014 season of Malaysian Riders Motorcycle Show. Goodbye and thank you for watching.